So, last time we left off, Bellator had just jumped down off of the statue, um, and Ragnar had fallen to be revived once again with one hit point from Bellator's book. Um, just be brought down again, but not before taking out another skeleton. Um, Kewesa kind of ran up, and Vinbin slid across the way, and everybody's kind of meeting at the center area here, and we are starting at the top. Ragnar, you did get hit, so you do have one fail against you. Go ahead and roll a death saving throw.
Okie dokie. Four.
Okay, so that is a fail. You have two fails against you. Alright, so you can't do any movement. Vinbin, it would be Vinbin's turn, so I'm going to do what Vinbin does. He won't be joining us today. Let me see here. I gotta get out his character sheet simply because. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to. Reactions, we don't want that. What the hell? Okay. This is just his sheet. He doesn't have anything else on this. These can't. Archetype. Whispers of the Dead. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to roll for him to shoot this guy right here. This fucker. Advantage. Yep, that's gonna hit. And then that's going to be. What do you got here? It's gonna be a 1d6 plus 4. Okay. Get a 1d6. What's this motherfucker? Ah! So it takes 7 points of damage. So he skeleton 11. So you see him shoot an arrow past you, Karoessa, and it lodges into the side of the skeleton warrior. Actually, we're just doing movements right now. I apologize, but that will just be his turn anyways. And then he'll sit there. Since he is not present, we'll just get his shit out of the way. Bellator, you got movement. Karoessa, you got movement. Hello? Hello?
Zach?
Yeah?
He
Oh,
you
Zach,
can
can you
pull
not
up.
hear us?
no, I didn't hear you guys.
Hmm.
Was I still going on Twitch?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That was weird.
Yeah, Keaton just asked if he would pull up the grid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't hear you guys at
Yeah.
all. I was like,
I
hello.
agree with that sentiment. I think the grid is quite handy.
There you go. There's the grid.
I'm going to move south 2 spaces and west 4 spaces, so I'm going to be on the border underneath that brazier.
So right here,
Other way.
this way.
Yeah.
You want to be right here or right by the brazier?
Right there.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. So, Kawesa.
I want to go west about 5 squares.
All right. Then we will go to their movement phase. Let's see here. So these guys are gonna stay here. Um, let's roll see if these guys notice you, Keaton. Since they're facing south. That's a no. No. Yes, for some reason that's weird. These two. It's a yes. And a yes. Alright, so this guy somehow, I don't know how, but he notices you. This guy notices you as well. This guy notices you. Okay. And then we will go to that should be it for these guys. Oh, this guy right here sees you, KOS, so he's gonna move down here. This guy here. He's gonna move up to Ragnar. This guy's gonna move down towards Ragnar. And I think, and these guys. I think that's everybody except for this bunch over here. Yep. Excuse me. Alright, so we have an action phase. We'll start at the top. So Ragnar can't do anything. Vinbin already did his thing. Bellator.
I see. I am now surrounded by people.
Yep, you're still a shiny boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many turns has it been since combat started?
I'm not sure, actually. I think it's been about 5.
Perfect. I am going to fly 30. I don't have movement. Fuck. Alright, well, I suppose the only thing I can do is sit here and take it, so I'm gonna use my action to cast Mage Armor on myself at will.
Okay, cool. So you have Mage Armor on. What's that? Plus 2 AC?
Yeah.
Sweet. So you give yourself an additional 2 AC for the moment. Bonus action.
That'll be it.
Alright, cool. Carwessa, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Would the wall of thorns still be up? It says like it's concentration up to 10 minutes, but since it's like from the staff and not me, is it still going?
Yes. So you would have to be having the staff in your hands for the concentration purpose. So if you get hit, you're gonna have to make a check, a saving throw. I believe it's Wisdom, and If you get hit, then the concentration breaks, the spell ends, so on and so forth. But so long as you have that staff, then yes, you're good to go. As long as you're holding the staff. Because your concentration is like a combat.
I am holding the staff. Yep, that's what I'm
Okay.
using. Perfect. All right, then I guess I'm going to use Water Whip to try and like pull the one directly to the north of me, and I want to try to throw him into the thorns.
Okay, so you're trying to throw him up over your head?
I would imagine it's like if I lasso it around him and like step to the side.
Okay, sure.
Just kind of like whip it that way to the side of me.
Okay, sure. And he needs a dex save, or is yours a roll?
A dex saving throw.
All right.
It's a dex saving throw.
Yeah. He got a nat 1.
Okay.
So that is not going to pass.
So then I can throw him basically. I'll take the 3d10 damage, and then if I've managed to throw him into the thorns, we'll do the wall thorns thing too.
Yeah, you can throw him into the thorns. That's fine. I mean, the nat 1 kind of.
Okay, so for just the water whip, yeah, that's not great for him. So for the 3d10s, I got a 4 and a 2 and a 6, so 12.
Okay.
And then let me get for the Wall of Thorns, 78. So for that, I got a 1, a 1, a 5, a 1, a 7, a 3, and a 4.
Awesome. So you go running up, and this skeleton meets you, and he rushes towards you. You immediately use your water whip and grab him, and then as it furls around him, you yank him back, and you move out of the way, and he goes over your shoulder slightly as you kind of duck down in a martial pose. And as the water whip drags him back, it's literally tearing him apart, and he smashes into the wall of thorns where he just crumbles. It is dead. Awesome. You got a bonus action? Anything you want to do?
I guess I'm just going to use the rest of my movement. Is that okay, or do you want me to hold off?
No, that's fine. You can use your movement, absolutely.
Then I want to use the rest of my movement to move 3 more squares to the west.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, cool. Yeah. Also, when you guys go to do this stuff, start thinking about combinations that you guys can do in succession. So, like, for example, okay, Wes, if you did the water whip and you whipped him into the thorns, if somebody had like an ice spell or an ice bolt, at the same time that you're whipping him back, another player could be like, yeah, could I add on to that by casting an ice bolt at her water and freezing it? So that's kind of a really cool dynamic that it brings to this action phase, movement phase sort of thing, is that you guys can stack off of each other. And so I want you guys to like start thinking about cool ways where you could do that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a weird way to put it. So there's more stuff we can do then. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Right.
Because I think that's where there's sort of a disconnect. Because once there's movement and it's all separate, but so the movement and the second movement and the action phase are kind of melded together, I guess.
Kind of, yeah. So
Okay,
so what
that's
we're doing,
cool.
it's still in succession, like I said, right? So let's say Keaton casted a water spell, right? Let's say he had a water spell, he casted a water spell on the ground, and Ragnar, let's say you could cast, or whoever was second, let's see who was second, it's Vinbin. So let's say Vinbin could cast a water spell. When he says he casts a water spell, Vinbin, in succession to him, would say, hey, you know what? If while he's casting a water spell at the same time, can I go ahead and cast Ice Bolt and freeze that water? And then
Does Vinbin actually have something like that?
no, this is just this is an example of
Well,
like something that you could do. Does that make sense?
okay. Yeah.
So it's just like exactly the word is slipping me, an analogy of how combos could work for this kind of thing. So like let's say you said, yeah, I want to throw a guy towards so and so. And then so and so says, you know, cool, while he throws them at me, I want to ready my action so when he gets close to me, I'm going to stab him or something like that, you know? So you guys can start doing kind of playing around with combos like that, which I think makes it a little bit more dynamic in the fight.
Okey-doke. Interesting.
Alright, so let's see here now. We'll do the Genesai. So this guy here, right here, is going to try to attack you, Ragnar. Advantage, that was a 3. That is a 6. That's a 3 and a 6. Let me actually look at something here. What's he got a plus to hit versus plus to hit? So 6. 14. So he got, his highest one was a 14, which I know does not hit.
That does not hit.
It does
Cool.
not hit. Alright, so the next guy. He got a 3 and a 6. And then this. Alright, so the next guy to your north is going to try to hit you. What's he got? He's got a +4. It's an 8. And it's a 16. I believe that matches since you dropped your shield, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so he goes to stab at you, and like your weapon that's fallen upon your body, he clangs it, and it takes a little bit of damage. The guy to your south is going to hit you. That's a 14, but he has advantage, and that's a nat 1. So that nat 1's not going to count because his highest one was 14.
Do I get to take damage on him?
What are you going to do, fart at him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, he has advantage on that, so the 14 was his highest.
Well, no, I don't think that hits. It doesn't.
Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so then the 2 skeletons up here are going to go after you, Keaton. Let's see. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's a unnatural 20. And this one is a 19. Well, this guy can't reach you. He's just barely out of reach by a couple feet, so I guess the second one doesn't count. So the first one's got an unnatural 20. So that will be 5. You will take a damage of 5. Bellator.
All right.
So that's a total of 45 against you. And then nobody else can do anything. So we're back at the top with a the death saving throw from Mr. Ragnar.
Yes. If I may. 16.
Did you say 16?
Yes, I did.
Awesome, that passes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir. So you are at 1 HP. You kind of muster and get yourself going. But you are prone.
Do what?
You are prone, but you are conscious. You have 1 hit point.
How did I only had. What's like the first passing roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So I am prone, but I have 1 hit point?
Yes.
You said that? Okay, cool. Wow,
Yes,
okay.
you are prone, but you have 1 hit point.
So, forgive me, I did lose a bunch of my notes. What kind of health potions did I have from that potion guy?
I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure you had 1
Well,
health potion. Yeah. You
and I rolled
guys know that your death saving throws, that I've always let you guys get up if you roll a 10 or higher on your first one.
Well,
That's
it's been a while since I died, I guess.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck.
So you get 3 chances to fail and 1 chance to succeed, because I like to go into the player's favor. I know that you're supposed to get 3 chances and 3 chances, right? But that's not how I've done it this entire time.
Okay.
So
Cool. I dig the fuck out of that.
yeah.
So it takes half my movement to get up.
Uh-huh.
And if I were to, man, I'd have to disengage.
Yeah, you can disengage and move.
Are potions a bonus action in your world also?
To get them out and use them as an action.
Okay.
But what you can do is you can get up, you can disengage and move, and then you could use a bonus action to get it out. And then your next turn you can use a bonus action to drink it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Or you can just wait until your next round and use the full action and boom and drink it.
Okay. So
you have 30 feet, or you have 15 feet of
yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
So I would suggest just using your action to pop that cork. And
Right now?
Yes, I would do
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna take. What kind of health potion
And I
was
try
it?
not to intervene too much, but if you're gonna think about it, these guys are gonna chase you down anyways, right? You only
Yeah.
have 15 feet of movement, right? So if I was
Yeah.
you as a PC, I would be like, no, I'm gonna cork that bitch now, and I'm gonna fucking drink it. So let me roll to see what kind of potion you have, since neither of us are sure or certain as to what you have. So let me get out the old let's see here. I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Let's see what you get. If I can get it out. So you get a superior healing potion. It's a 8d4 plus 8. I rolled a 3.
Oh, okay.
So remember, guys, this combat and stuff like that is basically in the same form, except for just splitting up movement. It's in the same succession. So it wouldn't matter if we did it all at once versus whether or not we did it here. Because, like, Keaton moved there, and then we could have waited for Keaton to do his action, and then his bonus action, and that was it. And then we could have moved on to the next skeleton guy, and the next skeleton guy, and the next skeleton guy. They would have eventually ran up there anyways because the rules would have been the same. We're just speeding up the pace. This is no different from regular combat except for the format. The only thing different...
Sorry, I'm gathering my d4s.
No, you're good. The only thing different is that now you guys can kind of stack off each other and use a dynamic like that.
So you said 8d4 plus what?
Plus 4. Or plus 8, excuse me. 8d4 plus 8. I mean, all we're literally doing is speeding up time.
I rolled 2 4s, 2 2s, a 3, 2 1s, and a 2. So that's 4, 8, 12, 16, 19 plus 8 is 27 hit points. So I have 28 hit points
Awesome.
currently.
Cool.
Cool.
And then you have a bonus action if you want to use that.
My bonus action... I don't know if I can do anything. I have 15 feet of movement. I guess I could take the opportunity attacks, but...
You could, yeah. You could say
I don't know
something, you could... yeah. I don't know what other bonus actions your character has.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna not risk taking opportunity attacks.
Okay. Cool. So then... it will go to Vinbin. Vinbin's gonna kinda... I think he'll probably move right up to here and chill. Bellator, what are you doing for movement?
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up 15 feet.
Okay. Are you disengaging?
No, just swing the opportunity attack.
Okay, cool. Let's see. This guy got a 9.
It's only 1, though.
It's 13.
Exactly.
So he
That
misses.
Yeah, because I got mage armor.
Yeah. So you fly 15 feet up.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna fly 10 feet back over the brazier.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Then it is Kaoessa. 'Tis your turn to move.
I'll move 2 squares to the west. Just kind of right in between those two.
Okay.
Uh,
So 10 feet.
yeah.
Awesome. So this guy can't really do anything. Can't do anything. Can't do anything, but 5, 10, 30. And then the rest of them are just going to kind of chill. Alright, we're going to go to the attack round. Ragnar, you've already done your stuff. You corked your potion and stuff like that, right?
Yep.
Vin is going to shoot, like he always does. It's a fucking 3. So he is going to, let's see here. 16, it's 12. hate that I have to keep looking at his character sheet. Okay, yeah, so that hits. Sweet. This motherfucker. Oh my god. Done the minimum amount of damage. So you hear an arrow come out of nowhere and stick in the back of the ugly guy to your east. Awesome. Alright. Bellator.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit these guys in front of me. I'm gonna take a nice crack with some Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Awesome.
Actually, instead of doing that, I'm gonna use. Never mind. I'm just gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The first one is a 19 to hit.
Okay. Which one are you targeting?
The guy on the left.
Okay, yeah,
First.
that hits.
And that does 12 points of force damage, and then I'm going to add the radiant damage to it, so that's going to be 21 total damage.
Perfect. So your spear comes flying out in radiant uh this radiant flash, and it pierces right through him and pins him to the ground. He puffs into crumbly bone dust. He is dead.
All right, and then my second one is going to be on the guy to the right. I'm going to actually hit the skeleton warrior in front of that statue.
Right here? Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Rolled a
All right, and
hit.
that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And 14 points of damage.
Okay, cool. So the same thing happens, but the spear goes right through his fucking skull like a bullet, and and as he leans back from the impact, he just puffs into this mist with a few bones that just crumble. He too is dead.
Yeehaw, cowboy. Splitting damage. Let's go.
Yep. Let me see something here real quick. That's what I thought. Alright, so next up is Carwessa.
All right. I'm going to make an attack on the guy to the north of me there
Okay. Roll to hit.
for 16.
16 hits.
So that was for an 8.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my next attack. Same dude.
Okay. And that's a
And
1d8
that was for
plus
12.
That's 1d8 plus your dex,
Oh, I forgot
right?
to. I did not add my dex. I just got the 8. All right. So with dex, that's plus 2. All right. So 10.
So 10, awesome. So he takes 10 points of damage. Are you spending any key or doing anything?
I want to spend a key point to attempt stunning strike. Knock him prone. He needs to make a Constitution save.
Okay, cool. He got let me look at his stats. He got, let's see here. He got an 11 con. That's gonna be versus your. Okay, cool. I was gonna say that. Believe that's versus your DC, correct?
I believe, at least
If it,
how I'm counting it, unless
yeah,
I read
cause
something wrong.
yeah, if it just says a save and it doesn't have a number next to it, then it's against your DC. So I believe yours is 15.
Okay,
We established. 14. No.
14. 14.
All right, cool. So he is stunned. The guy to the north is stunned. And he took 10 points of damage. And then you're hitting this guy next. Right here.
That one next. Yep.
Okay, go for it. Or did you already roll?
That's a 19.
19? Okay, cool. 19 hits. Roll your damage.
And that is a 4.
A 4. Okay. Let's see here. How much is your dex modifier?
2.
That's plus 2? Okay, so you rolled the 2? Okay.
I rolled it.
Okay, let's see here. This guy is... Oh, this guy already had damage on him. So for you actually... Yeah, so... you hit the guy in front of you really quick with one of your blows, and this key-like energy comes out, and you see him, and he just, like, freezes for a moment, and he just seems still, and you instantly do another blow off to your west, and as you do this, your knuckles crack against his skull, and it fractures it, and he turns to bony dust ash. He is dead. Because this guy, I believe, already, from my notes, already had damage. Alright, what else are you doing?
I think I'll take another, because I get one more as a monk, right?
So, yeah, so when you take the attack action, you
Believe
can
it.
attack twice. And then you can also use
Correct.
your bonus action to do another unarmed strike. Or you can do another two hits if you want to spend a key point. So if you want to spend a key point, you can do 2 more hits for your bonus action. Or if you want to do just your bonus action, you get 1 more hit.
Alright, I'm just going to do my bonus action, try to limit my key a
Okay.
little bit more. I'm going to try as the guy to the north again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so you have advantage on the guy to the north. I thought you were hitting the guy to the south. My bad. So the guy to the north, awesome. Go ahead and roll to hit.
No, the guy to the north.
Okay.
The guy, yeah.
You have advantage on this since he is stunned.
Alright, that was a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, the 12 was the advantage one.
That's with your dex and your proficiency, correct? Because you're proficient
Yes.
you're proficient in punching
Very
bitches. Low. Okay, so that does not hit.
I'm proficient in punching bitches. Okay.
That does not hit. So yeah, you go to hit. If you want to try to spend a key point, you
Okay.
could try again. Or are you good?
No, I'm going to hold on.
Okay,
I'm getting
cool.
a little low on my key.
Awesome, yeah. Alright, sweet. So, the guy to... let's go to the top. So he's stunned. And this guy, I don't believe, has any ranged. Nope, he doesn't. So this guy just kind of growls and hisses to a certain extent at Bellator. This guy is stunned, so he can't do anything. This guy is going to swing on you, Ragnar. That is a 23.
That doesn't hit.
You will take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
So you're down to 23. Alright. This guy here is second of the fray. He's going to try to swing on you, Kawesa, for a 19. You as well will take 5 points of damage. And then that guy can't do anything. This guy right here is going to try to shoot at you, Keaton. And
Fuck that guy.
yeah, fuck that guy. He has what? Oh, it's the same. Okay, that's stupid. For a whopping 7.
Ha!
So he
Fuck that guy.
shoots with a hard, wide miss. Alright, we are back to movement route. If anybody has any movement they want to expend. Keaton, I believe you have 5 feet if you wish.
I'm gonna move 5 feet to the right.
Okay, cool. There you go. I think everybody else is good. Back at the top, Bellator, you got movement.
Huh?
Doesn't Ragnar go
Or
first?
yeah, Ragnar, excuse me. I don't know why
It
I
goes
said
Ragnar, Vinbin, me, and then Keroesa.
Yep. I clicked on Ragnar, but I said Bellator.
All right. So the one that is to my east, is that focused on Karawasa right now?
No, he's focused on you, but he is stunned.
He's also prone, isn't he? Yeah, stunned.
I am going to attack that guy.
I don't believe he is prone. I believe he's just stunned with the key point, right?
I think I agree with that. I think so, yes.
So
What's it say?
yeah, it's just stunned. My bad. I'm sorry. Just
No, you're
stunned.
good. No, we need to, like, you guys definitely need to speak up if you think something's happening, because I might miss something, you know what I'm saying? And it might be something that could help turn the tide of battle, and if you're wrong, we all learn together, right? So it doesn't really matter either way. We all are like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. The more that we ask questions and do stuff, the better it is. But yes, he is stunned, sir. Like, you see him, he's like frozen, kind of.
All right. So yes, I'm going to swing on Homie, and I'll be using my Divine Fury as
Perfect. Do so with advantage.
26.
That hits.
Okay, so firstly there is 9 points of radiant damage plus 18 points of slashing damage.
Perfect. See.
And then how's he looking?
Um, from looking like a ghoulish kind of guy, why don't you give me a perception check?
That's a waste of a nat 20.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, so you know that after you just swung on this guy, your sword, radiant, you bring it down upon him, and you slice through him. A few of his ribs fall off. From what you can tell, he looks like he's still in the fight. He looks like he's somewhat um, still good. Like maybe if his arms and legs or something like that were cut off. But from what you can tell, based off his decayed
Yes.
status and also being stunned, he looks like he's still in the fight.
Okay. Can I take advantage of the fact that he is stunned and sever his swinging arm or whatever weapon arm he has?
Sure. Yes, you can. Roll me a dexterity with advantage.
Uh, 21.
21. Okay, sure. Yeah. So you can, yeah, you can cut. You aim. Your aim is good. You're ready to fucking cut his arm off. Roll for damage.
Okay. You said roll for damage? Yes.
Yep.
Um,
Because this is your second attack, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Ooh, cool. Max damage. That's hang on. 2 plus 3. Sorry. 21 points of damage.
Perfect. If you got higher than a 15,
Hey, I got a.
if you got higher than a
Yes.
15, you were gonna take his arm off. Okay, cool.
Cool.
So yeah, so you swing and you cut his Bastion arm off, his right arm.
Cool. Hey, I gotta be right back. Zach, I gotta call Adrian. She told me to give her a call.
Okay,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna log off for just a second.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, so that's 65. We're moving on to the next person anyway, so give him some time. Vinbin is going to try to shoot that prick. Or actually, Vinbin's going to try to shoot the skeleton behind Carwessa. He's going to lean around the corner. Oh yeah, that's going to hit. 8. Let's see here. Awesome. So Carwessa behind you, you hear, after you see Ragnar, slash at this guy and look at him for a moment and then aim for his arm and cut his arm off. You hear arrow shoot just behind you and you hear the sickening crack and you hear the wispy ash float by you in a puff, and the creature behind you is dead. Alright, Bellator, it is your turn.
And I'm sorry, is this action or movement?
This is action phase.
Action phase. That skeleton that just shot at me in the bottom left there,
Mm-hmm.
he's getting Eldritch Blasted first.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Okay, it hits. Obviously. Roll double damage.
Oh, it even calculates the double damage for me. Awesome. Fuck. It rolled super low. So that's going to be a total of 11 damage. I'm going to add the 9 to it, so it's going to do 20 damage.
Perfect. It still kills him. So you hurl this spear at him, it piffs him, and he is down. The beast is dead.
And then the skeleton warrior. I think Zach, I think you figured out what I figured out here.
What's that?
That the blue guys can't hit me if I'm flying.
Nope,
but
they
the
can't.
The gray guys can hit me when I'm flying.
Yep.
So that's why I've been targeting specifically them.
That's probably a smart idea.
Probably not a bad idea. No.
Yay! We're figuring out the battle mechanics.
It took me a while. Granted, there was also a lot of them, so we're getting there.
Yeah, that was a lot.
My second Eldritch Blast is going to be going out to the guy north of Matt.
Perfect, yeah. You can see him pretty clearly. I think you're right. I think this was supposed to be movement phase, but I don't know.
It's alright, I'll just move later.
Yeah, that's why we have 2 movement phases, and I didn't think anybody was really going to be doing a whole lot of movement considering the positions, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm alright where I'm at. I was just gonna go straight right, but we'll worry about that later. Second hit is 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits. And you rolled for advantage on that since you have flanking, right? Not that it matters, but you can get a nat 20.
I got a total of 20, which is less than my original roll.
But it's still good, I guess. Either way, it hits.
Alright, and then Eldritch Blast damage, we're looking at 8 damage.
Okay, cool. So 8 total damage?
8 total, yes.
Alright, so your spear goes through him. You see it bust off one of his legs, and it kind of takes out some of his hip bone, and he falls prone to the ground. But it seems to still be breathing. But
as intended. Alright.
Yeah, that's right. It is still breathing, however. Bonus action?
I have but one quick question.
Sure.
So, the way that I understand how spellcasting works, and this is just more of how you run it, I guess.
Yeah.
Based on the way that spellcasting works, normally, if you've got a spell that can cast as an action and one that can cast as a bonus action, you cannot cast 2 spells in the same turn, correct?
That depends on the spell, but I believe that you can. If it says that it's a bonus action, you can use it as a bonus action, then yes.
I read somewhere that you couldn't, which is why I was
I think
concerned.
what you're talking about is and I say it depends on the spell too, because it's like you can use this spell as an action, or you can use this as a bonus action.
The only reason I ask is because this spell I was looking at has a casting time of a bonus action.
Right.
I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna hang off on it until maybe next turn.
So here's what I would say to this right now is that if it's not the same spell that says that you can use it as a bonus action or an action for some god awful reason, like you know how when you advance, sometimes it says you can use this spell as a bonus action, but you could already use that spell as an action. I would simply state that they don't stack, right? So
Perfect.
you can't
Okay, cool.
use the same spell twice unless it defines as such. But let's say you're using one spell and then the other spell says a bonus action, you can do that.
Super de-duper. All right, that is my turn. Is those Eldritch Blasts?
Okay, cool. KOS,
All right. I'm going to attack the guy in front of me.
Okay.
To the north, and boop. That's a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, and that is a 5.
Okay. 5 damage total. Alright, so you punch him.
5 total for that.
Punch him in the side of his face, and he's just chilling. Doesn't seem to react in any way, shape, or form because he is stunned. Alright.
Alright, and then I'm going to use bonus attack, same thing. I'm going to try to hit him again.
Okay.
That is a 12.
12 does not hit.
Alright. And then
You're rolling advantage
third one,
on this,
same
correct?
thing, trying to hit. Not that last one, no. Didn't. Alright,
yeah, because he's stunned, so you have advantage on these hits, yeah.
So let's go forward. Alright, so... Yeah, that was still the advantage.
Oh, wow.
That was still the higher roll.
Okay.
Alright, so for the last attack, the third one, that is... With advantage, that is a 16.
That hits.
And that is a 7.
Awesome. So you go to hit him, and you go to punch twice, and your second one somehow misses, and then you kick him in the face, and that lands. Cool. Alright. So then we will do this guy. Can't do anything, so he's just basically looking at you, Bellator, like kind of roaring and kind of clawing at the air every now and again. This guy down here, kind of went out of order there, but this guy down here gets to make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of his turn or the end of his turn, Libby? Does it say? Or is he
Basically, he's stunned till the end of my next turn. For the stunning strike, what it says is the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of your next turn. So now he's probably no longer stunned.
He is no longer stunned, exactly. I thought there was a con save there that he had to try to pass again, but alright. So he is back too. Alright. He is going to turn towards you, Karawessa, and he's going to try to attack you with multi-attack. Let's see here. What is his... Okay. So the first one is going to be a 21, a 19, and a 24. All three of those hit.
Super do.
Let's see here. So all three of those hit. So that is 39 points of damage against you.
Whew, all right.
For a total of, because I believe you already had 15 against you, a total of 54 against you.
Oh yeah, I started off from the damage from last round with 46. After missing the 5, I was at 41. So with a 39, pretty serious. All right.
Yeah. Yep, so he turns and he starts mauling at you, growling and so on and such. Then we've got the skeleton guy who's on the ground. Going to attempt to hit Ragnar at disadvantage. Yeah, he does not hit Ragnar. Ben's going to take a pot shot at Homeboy, which he misses with a 5, even with a +8. Arrow comes by, swipes by, and misses. Alright, we got the movement phase. You guys can use your entire movement since I missed the first movement phase. Still getting used to this new kind of thing, testing
I'm
it
just
out.
going 6 spaces to the right.
Okay. Perfect. KOS, are you doing anything or are you just chilling?
I'm just gonna chill. I don't want to risk a attack of opportunity.
Likewise.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I think Vinbin's safe right where he's at. I don't think he would move. Alright, so we're starting back at the top. Ragnar movement phase. I gotta remind myself. Movement phase. Are you doing
I don't
anything?
have any. I'm not going to take any movement right now,
Alright,
but
cool.
I will ask if I can take my bonus action and rage.
Sure. Yep, you can do ahead and do that. Vinbin's not gonna move. Bellator?
No, I'm good where I'm at. Actually, I'm gonna fly 3 spaces south.
One. Wait, I'm sorry, you're right here. 1, 2, 3. Is that right there good?
Yes.
Perfect. Kawesa, movement.
I'm going to hold off. I don't want to risk an attack of opportunity.
Okay, cool. This guy is chasing down the sparkles. The sparkly wings. These guys aren't gonna move. Alright, Ragnar at the top. Attack. We're in the attack phase. You've used your bonus
Cool.
action.
I'm going to reckless attack the guy to the east.
Okay.
Oh, that just gives me advantage.
Yeah, it gives you advantage and it lowers your AC, doesn't it?
It doesn't lower my AC. All it does is give it gives opposing attacks on me advantage.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. Okay, cool.
So I'm going to reckless attack both of my attacks, but I'm gonna roll the first one first.
Okay, cool.
Or I
The
could roll them both at the
skeleton,
same.
I don't know if you were here for this, but Keaton took out the skeleton's pelvic bone, so it is prone that's to your north.
Well, the greater threat is still the guy to my east.
Right, but I just wanted to keep you informed, just in
Oh,
case you
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna just roll both attacks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna roll the first one now, though.
Yeah.
21.
Hits.
18.
18 also hits, yes.
Very cool. So first one that hits will have the radiant damage. So that is 8 points of radiant damage plus 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the next attack, ooh, cool. That's 8 plus 8 plus 5. Again, to be 21 points of slashing damage.
All right, cool. So your blade radiates this celestial light, and you bring it down, and you slice, and you cut in this rage, recklessly as you swing back and forth, and you cut off its head, and then cut off its other arm, and just this reckless rage. It is dead. And it falls to the ground and then piffs into some dust. Alright. And you use your bonus action. Hello?
I'm Ragnar.
Okay. Alright. Vinbin is going to try to take a shot at this guy right up here. Hits. Perfect. The arrow comes flying out and hits this guy in the side as he's kind of looking up at you, Bellator. Bellator, it is now your turn. Action phase.
Alright, this punk bitch next to me, he is now irritating me. I'm gonna hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
Perfect. Roll to hit.
So 21.
21 hits.
First is gonna be 11 force, and then I'm gonna add the +9 radiant
Okay.
for a total of 20.
Alright. So a radiant spear comes out. You throw it at him and it goes into him. And then dissipates into celestial light. Black ichor oozes from the wound, but he still seems very vigorous to get at you, bro.
And then the second is a 26 to hit.
Perfect. That hits.
And 11 more force damage.
Alright. The second one hits. Kind of the same thing. The ichor comes oozing out, and he stumbles back, slightly looking staggered, but then returns to his normal roaring and gnashing of his teeth.
As a bonus action, fuck that guy.
Okay.
But don't actually. I don't want to do that. That's gross.
Right. So yeah, you guys hear Bellator like, fuck you, after he throws a couple of spears in the most celestial manner. Alright. Kirwessa, 'tis your turn.
Alright, I am going to do my firebolt cantrip at the guy directly north of me, because he's right in a line there.
Alright, cool. Also, guys, if you were like in this particular instance, I wouldn't be opposed to you guys being like, alright, I want to move up and use my movement to come up and hit this guy in his fucking face, since you guys didn't use any movement. But you may continue with your ranged firebolt as well.
I'm going to continue with the rage just because he's like right in front.
Cool.
So that was a 15.
And you're hitting the guy that's up by Keaton?
Yep, guy that's up by Keaton.
Alright, that does not hit.
By Bellator.
Yep. The fireball goes off to the side of underneath Keaton and just to the east of the enemy. The guy.
Does it light the brazier?
It does light the brazier on fire. Yes, I was just I literally just rolled for that and it said yes. So yeah, it lights the brazier on fire.
Nice.
Yeah. Lighting lights up in this bitch.
Perfect.
Bonus action.
All right. Are what? Have the one behind us actually been creeping up?
I'm sorry, say again.
Have the guys behind us actually been kind of creeping up? Or are they actually all dead? And I just missed it.
Yeah, you guys killed them.
The ones that were like in that north wall. Oh,
Yeah,
there
no.
were so many.
Yeah, no. Keaton
Um,
killed those guys.
Done and over with.
Okay.
Yeah, they joined the
Never mind
fray.
then.
They
All right.
joined the fray.
I do damage. Sometimes the
I guess
best
then I'm
way
just gonna
to
use
save a
my
life is to take a life.
Oh, that's so creepy. All right, and I'm going to I guess just use my action to move up a space, one space.
Change your movement, move up one
One
space?
space north.
Okay, sure.
Yep, that's it.
This skeleton guy is going to try to take a swipe at you at disadvantage, Ragnar, since he's like on the ground, breathing. That was a good roll.
Well, he would have regular advantage because he already has disadvantage. Or he has advantage because I have recklessly attacked.
He would have a regular. Okay, cool. So his first one was a 17, his second one was a 4. But the 17 hits.
Hits.
So he's going to do 2 points of damage to you, good sir.
Is that already halved to 1?
Yes, that
or
is
not?
halved.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. You are down to 21 HP. Alright.
Correct.
Let's see here. And that's all that. Alright, so our last movement phase before we start at the top. Anybody got extra movement left?
I'm going to move to the right 2 spaces.
Perfect. Alright. Nothing else. We'll start at the top. Ragnar, movement.
Cool.
First movement phase.
So, question.
Sure.
Since this guy in front of me is on the ground reeling, and is there a way that I can sort of dexterity my way around him to attack I want to attack the baddie behind him?
Sure, you can like jump over him if you like.
Yes.
Yeah, you can hop over him.
Cool. Should I make a dex, or can I do athletics to try and like vault and like super duper jump over him?
Yeah. What is the jump ratio? I can't remember. It's like 10 plus your strength or some shit. I can't remember. But that's not like a running start, I believe. Right?
I have no idea.
So for the sake of this, just make a dexterity saving throw, and then we'll just use your movement, and I'll look it up later.
16.
16, awesome. 16 passes. So you hop over this little guy, and you are now 5.
I want to. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the other guy there.
You want to get directly behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're directly behind him now.
And just my plan is to have done that in such a fast way that his attention is still on Bellator, so I have behind him and flanked him to gain some sort of.
Which it is.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Sweet. So if there's nothing else for me, I will. That is my movement.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Let's see here. Vinbin is gonna stay right where he's at. Bellator, movement.
Fuck that guy.
Okay, cool. Karoessa, movement.
I'll do 1 up.
Okay. Perfect. Cool. So this guy is going to go after Shiny McShinerson. Do you want to make an opportunity attack there, Ragnar?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. Please and thank you.
do it with advantage since you have flanking.
27.
Perfect. That's a hit.
Do you want me to add my passive zealot thing? But because it's not technically my turn yet.
No, just add just the hit. You still have movement, so you can run up behind him and hit him on the action.
$15 points of slashing damage.
Perfect. So as this thing goes to run forward, you hop over, and as he goes to run, you slash him in the back really quick, and he kind of pushes him forward a little bit. All right.
Sweet.
Action phase. Ragnar, you want to run up and follow
Yeah, I'm
him?
gonna. Yes, please and thank you.
All right, awesome. You run up and follow him since you have more movement speed, anyways, to use.
And am I still flanking him?
You are still flanking him, yes.
Sweet.
This
So I'm going
is
to.
under the guys that you just fucking hit him as he was running forward. So he's stumbling forward, and then you're immediately like charging after him. So yes.
Fuck yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna roll to hit.
Perfect. Roll the hit with advantage, please, since you have flanking.
24 is the first one.
Okay. Roll for your second one if you like.
19.
19 hits. Both of them hit.
First one is 11 points of radiant damage, plus 19 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack is 15 points of slashing damage.
Perfect. Do you want to end him, or do you want me to end him?
As I slice at him from the back, I expose his spine as he runs away. And then I'm gonna run up and with the momentum take a back swing with my first attack, and then the second one bury into him into the floor as he falls.
Nice. So you run up and you slash him, and he pushes forward. You immediately chase after him, do like this baseball bat swing and cut open more of his spine, and then drive it down into him, and he just crumples into the ground like a shish kebab. And you pull it back up, and as you do, it just withers away. The beast is dead.
What the fuck were those? May I please ask?
You cannot.
Fuck.
They are a thing, but you cannot ask what those are. I will not tell you. I'll tell you later outside a game. Actually,
Okay.
you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you what it is, because they were Jengshi. They are Jengshi. They are pretty fucking beastie. They were Jengshi toned down though, so they didn't do.
But they can't swing at me if I'm flying. Fuck those guys.
Yep, that's true. They were toned down just a little bit because they had a huge challenge rating, so I softened them up a little bit. But they fit the narrative for this moment. If you're not doing anything for a bonus action, then we can move on to Venben.
Correct. I have no bonus action.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, there's still one left.
Yeah, so Venben's going to turn the corner. He's going to try to shoot at him with advantage. He hits, and he kills it. So he shoots his arrow, it pins its head into the ground, and then you see it wither away, leaving only a few bones and some dust behind. Bellator. Actions. So you guys do hear and know that there are enemies still down this way.
Ah, lovely. How... Alright, hang on.
Do they even notice us?
No.
So then technically we're not in combat anymore.
You would be right. You would be right.
So I think we can just. I think Ragnar is just gonna start walking casually up there.
Okay, cool.
But I'm being stealthily, but I'm making it look all casual, like it ain't shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna land and I'm gonna follow him.
All right, cool. So,
My transformation would be over at this point because 10 rounds have passed.
Yeah. So he's gonna kind of creep up. Are you guys just all walking up here?
Like JoJo's characters, yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna stay right where I'm at, I think.
Perfect.
Like, whenever you get the grid back, that'd be awesome. I need to do some counting.
Sure. There you go. Okay, Wessa, I imagine you're tagging along with them?
Yep, I'm going up. I'm actually gonna pull out the potion I got from Yggdrasil.
Ingeril, yeah.
The superior healing.
All right.
Um, how did like Bellator and Ragnar? How are you looking? Because like, can I split the potion?
You can split the potion if you want. Yeah.
I'm not great. I'm at about 1/3 health, but I'm also not terrible.
So a superior healing potion, if you split it, they would each get 4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a greater healing potion.
I won't say no to that.
I don't know if Ragnar would take it at this point. I think Ragnar wants you to keep it for yourself. I don't, because Ragnar already had his health potion.
Okay.
I don't think Ragnar can do that. Goddamn.
Ragnar's not gonna double. All right. I will take half of it because I'm a hurting unit, and then I'm gonna offer the rest of it to Bellator.
All right. Roll 4d4 plus 4.
I got 13.
All right. 13. Perfect.
I thank you for your act of kindness.
So 45 minus 13.
Does not look like this is over.
Well, then it's time to finish
And
what
I got
we've started.
and I got 11.
54 minus 11 is 43. You have 43 against you still.
I kind of feel bad getting more health out of your potion, but at the same time,
right?
I took an extra swig.
To be fair, you really hit harder.
I did get hit a lot harder. I currently have a handful of arrows sticking out of me.
But did you die?
But did you die? Okay, so what you guys...
Yes, 3 sessions ago.
What you guys see is just a shamble of them that are grabbing and clawing at one of the monks that's actually up on one of the walls by the throne room, and like biting it and stuff like that. None of them notice you guys. So at this point, think about what you guys want to do, how you want to approach this. They don't look like any of the Jiangshi. But let's go ahead and take a bio break, and I'll meet you guys back here about 3:03, 3:04.
Perfect.
All right. Cool. Let's take a bio break. All right. Everybody back?
Yeah.
Back.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Zach, I have a question.
Sure, I have answer perhaps.
The wall surrounds the throne. How high are those? Do those go all the way to the ceiling? Can I climb those?
Yeah, you can climb those. So actually, when you guys look, Enrail, right here is actually, yeah. So they're like, from where you guys are at, height-wise, I'd say they're probably about 8 feet to the top of them. So from the moat to the top, they're about 8 feet.
That's a moat.
That is a moat. Yes, that is water. That is where Enrail actually came from during the introductory. When she came.
All right.
Yep, this is all water right here. So, do you guys want to discuss how you want to approach this, or do you guys just want to go balls to the wall? Does Bellator just want to fly up and start? Well, I guess you can't fly now, but
I
um,
could, but I don't
I
think
say,
I want to.
Could you though? I thought you had to finish a long rest to do that again.
Well, it wouldn't be the same thing. It would be this fly
Well,
spell, but I don't
question
really
though.
want to use the thing for just that.
Yeah.
Question with that last potion. If I used it all as was, it was supposed to replenish spell slots. Isn't that right? Would he get part of the spell slots back?
I don't.
That's what I wrote. I don't know if it's true.
I don't think that that particular one of his from Ingerol probably replenishes your spell slots. Then yes, so he would get half of his spell slots back.
Well, that's exactly what I needed. Was half of my spell slots.
Shabam, done and done. Because
Yeehaw, cowboy, let's fucking go.
Because Ingerol's he's a master at alchemy. So yes, if that came from Ingerol and you wrote that down, it's probably because that's exactly what it did for the White Castle. Yay! All right, so you have half your slots back, Bellator.
Yay!
And then for you,
Don't save the day.
For you get half of your key points back, Karawessa.
Okay, added.
How many total key points do you have? You have 11, right?
It's 11. It's the same as my level.
Yep.
So I was down to 5.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so what are you guys doing?
I'll distract them. You guys come from the sides. I'm gonna just walk right up them stairs. And I start walking.
Alright, I'm gonna head south with the others.
Okay. Yeah, so he starts walking forward. You're gonna go with the others. Karawessa, where are you going? Are you going left, right?
Where is Elty?
Give me a per. You know what? She's right here. You guys can see her kind of like laying next to the stairs that lead up to the throne.
Okay. I'll go with the others.
Can I possibly stealth up to behind them?
Sure. When we get to that point, I'm just moving you a few blocks and then I'm moving them a few blocks.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what you guys are doing exactly. You've given me your purpose of what you're doing. The other three, or the other two, you guys haven't really told. Bellator says he's going south with you guys, but I mean, what is your motion? Like, what is your pathway?
I feel like bringing them off of that platform might be our best bet.
And I think perhaps I can pull some of them off with water whip. So I get close, but not through the moat.
Split them up if you can. That sounds like a good idea.
So Enrel is on the side of it, like she fell, like when she was standing on it. The zombies and the undead that you see are not on top of the wall. They're just next to it, grabbing at her like it's a counter. Just for if that helps you guys out in any way, shape, or form.
I'm gonna pull out my book and I'm gonna cast Sending, targeting Ragnar.
Okay.
It's the at will thing, so I'm gonna write my message out in the book, and I'm
Right.
gonna let him know that we need to pull them off of that platform. So if he wants to get their attention, then retreat down the stairs.
And we could use those stairs as kind of a pinch point because they're gonna have to come through the steps, and we can try to like flank it and pick off at each side. That way they're being attacked on like fronts and sides as coming down.
Yeah.
Seeing if they come at Ragnar.
Well,
So Vinbin's literally gonna post up right here, and he's not gonna move.
I'm sure that Vinbin could still hit him from a distance, and
Yeah.
don't we have distance spells? You could still hit him, can't? I mean, we could. I
From a
could get their
distance, yeah.
attention, I guess. Yeah.
So my question is, Carawessa, Bellator, what? You guys are moving in 15 feet. What direction are you guys moving, if at all?
I'm gonna move north.
Okay. Carawessa, 15 feet. Where are you going?
I'm gonna keep to the south.
Okay.
Maybe yeah.
I imagine. Are you kind of coming up here, Bellator?
I'm gonna actually move back a couple of spaces
Okay.
so that I'm in line. Yeah,
All right. Cool.
that's where I'm gonna stay.
All right. Carawessa, where are you posting up at, if at all?
Maybe behind that one little pillar there, to the east. Yep. Yes.
Now keep in mind, Ragnar is still looking worse for wear. He literally has. You only have 21 points of health, so he's bloody. He's stabbed. So if you guys make sure that you're in a good position to like fucking run up on shit when you need to, if you have to, okay?
I'm gonna send another message to him.
So don't die, bitch. No.
I'm gonna start it off by saying, "Don't die, bitch,"
Right.
and then just get their attention and then run back to us.
All right, cool. So he gets the message.
I will not run from a fight.
No, I'm telling you, you must. I will not climb those stairs to save you. You either fight down here or die up there.
Oh, that's very brave of you, Bellator. But Ragnar
Sacrificing
can't
myself for you was
bitch
not
out.
my prerogative.
Is this
Well-
a conversation spell? Let me look that up real quick. No, I'm just.
Well, I can send it at will.
No,
and
I
he
know.
can respond.
I know.
He can respond.
He can respond. Yeah, I'm joking because the banter of the back and forth is beyond the spell's reach. But
On my page, I'm furiously scribbling at him.
You're good. Yeah, I don't care. I enjoy it. You guys can keep going back and forth. All right. So we're in our spots. Ragnar, give me
a stealth check.
Yep, give me a stealth check.
Mm, 13.
13, okay. Passes. That one does not pass. That one does not pass. Alright, so you get to about right here before this guy right here turns towards you and this guy right here turns towards you. They notice you. I will let you do one thing each if you're within range. Before we roll for initiative. This will be you guys have the surprise on them. You guys have the surprise advantage.
Can I see any of the zombies from where I'm standing?
Yes, you can. They are up on like a kind of like a 3-foot platform that goes up higher, 3 to 4 foot platform. But yeah, because these other guys right here, Grella and Elty, those guys are laying down. They're down for the count. They're bloody. So you can see up on the altar, throne room, the throne altar of sorts.
I would like to ready an action.
Okay.
As soon as one runs up on me, I'll make an attack.
I imagine
So,
you are raging.
Yes.
Okay, so you're raging. You ready in action if one runs up on you. Do you want to run up and meet it, or you're just going to hold steady?
I'm just gonna hold steady.
Okay.
I'm,
So when it runs
I'm
up on you, do you want to like ready to like throw it up over your shoulder and down the stairs, or?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I'm
And
gonna
then
get under its legs and flip it behind me with
sure,
strength.
cool.
I'm gonna ready an action that as soon as I see one of them making a move to, or once I get a clear shot on one of them, I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on it twice.
Okay. You see Vin Bin kind of ready his bow, and he's looking around the pillar. Karawessa, anything you want to do right now before we roll initiative against these two?
I guess same kind of thing. If one comes into range, I want to try to use Firebolt on it.
Okay. Cool. So we will fucking go. All right. So these guys are gonna start coming at you. Let's roll initiative, guys. Oh damn.
18.
Got a 7.
Okay.
My first roll was a 2,
9.
but I have advantage.
Nice. How's the zombie beat you guys? Okay. Plator. Karawassa. Alright, so at the top, Mr. Skeletor. He's gonna come right up on you. Alright, so when he comes right up on you, since you already readied your action, we're just gonna do this now. Okay. So go ahead and give me a strength check.
And you have advantage because you're raging.
Indeed, I do.
Gonna beat a 15.
I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Perfect. So you grapple this motherfucker. Give me another strength check to see how far you throw him. So he comes running up and you fucking grab his rotted armor and you lift him up.
Modded 19.
A 19, cool. And you see Bellator literally grab him, lift him up, and like shoulder punch up into the air. And this guy goes flying. He's in mid-air. If you guys want to do your shit right now too, he's in mid-air. What do you, he is within range. You guys want to wait for him to land, or do you guys want to try
Oh
to
hell
do
no! I'm hitting him.
Okay.
I've got a clear shot. I got a 27 and a 24 to hit.
Fucking A, those both hit?
How high up did he go?
He went about 4 feet up in the air behind you.
So he won't take any falling damage?
No, no, that's for every 10 feet, yeah. Maybe if you were up on top of the walls, yeah. Roll for damage there, Bellator.
26 total.
26, awesome. So as he comes running up, Ragnar, ah! And he throws him up over his shoulder, and in the air, these two spears. You were doing blast, right? I imagine. Yeah. These two spears come flying through with their radiant light, and literally impale this thing in midair. Both of them, whap, whap, and it before it even hits the ground, it's just like a plume of smoke, and it just billows out and dissipates. It's dead. All right, Ragnar. Movement. Hello?
Sorry. I'm gonna keep my movement and wait to see if another one runs up on me. Because
Okay.
how many were there? How many were there?
There's two.
There's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my movement.
Okay. And this one does come running up on you. Karawessa, you can see this guy running up on him. He's still. There's no more ready actions before you. So, you can use your ready action if he's within range.
Yeah, I have a range for Firebolt of 120 feet.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That is, ooh, there's a non-natural 20.
Nice. Nice, that hits.
All right, so I'll roll damage. Maybe 10. That was a 3, a 2, and a 6.
All right.
So 11.
11. Awesome. So you see this this zombie goes staggering over to Ragnar, like, "Oh," and you hit it with fire, and it actually caught on fire. And he staggers for a moment, and he keeps heading towards Ragnar, and he is on fire. Perfect. All right. That would be Bellator's movement now.
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Carawessa, you have movement? If
I
you
am
want.
going to move. Yes, no, I'm going to move 3 spaces towards the east. I guess kind of behind that little brazier there.
Sure. All right. So now we are back at the top. So do you guys know why I had Ragnar do his ready action first and then Bellator's?
Yeah, because it would combo.
Yeah, it's a combo, but it's also in succession with your guys' initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so back at the top, Ragnar. We have movement.
I have an attack. We already did our. That was just movement.
All right,
Now's our actions.
so you guys readied your. So this is probably the confusing part. You guys did your ready actions, right?
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
So you guys did your
Yeah.
movement. You guys did your surprise round ready actions when these guys came running up on you, and then you guys did your movement phase, and then now we're back at the top with the movement phase. Then you're gonna do your actual actions.
Cool. I'm gonna hold my movement.
Okay. Bellator, you're staying right where you're at.
Yeah.
All right. Kaoessa.
Yeah, staying right here.
Okay. Action phase, Mr. Ragnar.
I'm going to attack the guy in front of me.
Perfect. Go for it.
16.
16 hits.
Roll my second attack.
Okay.
28.
I'm sorry. Did the guy that you threw die?
Yeah, you killed him in midair.
Oh, radical.
Yeah.
As intended.
Yep. All right. Cool. That hits.
Okay, first attack. 9 points of radiant damage and 15 points of slashing damage.
Awesome. So in your rage, the radiant sword comes up and you slice through his leg, and as he comes down, you grab the back of his neck and stick your sword up and through his head, and then you pull out and you throw him back down into the moat here. He is dead.
All right. Is there any way that with my second attack, can I? Since how many more are left?
2. They're both right here, like eating this
Okay.
monk.
Can I use my movement? But I haven't taken any of my movement yet. So
Right.
can I do that to like use my attack and do extra damage if I'm running at him? Maybe.
That's an actual feat.
Well, I don't have that. Okay, I'm gonna move up and hit the next guy in the line.
Okay. So you're on his flank. He's eating. Doesn't really notice you. I already rolled for it.
That
Hello?
sorry, 18 points of slashing damage.
You gotta roll to hit. Roll to hit first, and then we'll see what's
Oh,
up.
my bad. I thought because I already hit the other one.
You hit the other guy, yeah.
19.
19 hits. Perfect. And then 18
Let
points of
me-
slashing damage?
Yes.
Okay. So you go running up, and you instantly cut this other zombie's head off. Alright, this one turns toward you. Awesome. Now you have a bonus action, and then you can. Or did you just use that?
As my bonus action, can I in some way grab this thing's foot? And I didn't use all my movement. I only used maybe 10, 15 feet.
Yeah. I'd say
there any
no,
way
because
that
that'd be an action. The grapple
Okay.
would be an action.
No, I don't think there's anything I can do.
Alright, Bellator. You can move and do an action if you like.
Can I see that remaining zombie?
Yeah, you can see him. If you have the
Alright.
range for it, you can see him. Yep.
I got 120 feet of range on Eldritch Blast, and I already counted it out.
Yeah.
I can,
That's probably
I'll
only
just-
about 50 feet right there.
yeah, I'll just
50,
I'll
60.
just
Alright. Go ahead and roll to
Spears.
hit.
It's a 27 and a 26.
Both hit.
And a total of 15 damage. I rolled
Awesome.
super.
That's okay though. So you see Ragnar take out the guy on the steps and immediately go running after the other one. And running, he slices its head off, and its body falls off limp to the side. And just as it falls, Ragnar, you see two spears go right through where it once stood, just as it fell, and impale the zombie behind him, and it falls down dead. You guys have cleared the throne room. To the north, you guys hear the door breaking and splintering. As you guys look in that direction, if you can see over there, you hear it finally collapse and undead come pouring through. Just as they do, you see bolts and swords flying and hammers smashing, and the undead fall. And what you see is the Olmus Inquisitor and another dwarf in full plate metal, a shield and a hammer, come stumbling through. They are. There's Mahavar, and then there we go. They come stumbling through. They see you guys. They hop through here, and they come running down. What are you guys doing?
Can I see who it is?
I want to run.
Yes, you guys can see who it is. It's Mahavar and then another dwarf. But really quick, are you guys moving or doing anything while these guys are running down here?
I want to run to Elty.
Okay.
And check on her.
Okay. So by the time.
Yeah, I guess I'll.
I'm gonna join her on the altar.
Samesies.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys run up to the platform. It's a gruesome sight. The monks are all bitten and bloody. The fire monk and the water monk have their innards ripped out. The earth monk, however, does not. It has a few like bite marks on it, but it looks like they're like biting into rubber. Elty is bleeding and damaged, but both the earth monk and Elty are both breathing but unconscious.
Well, we got to do something before they turn into zombies.
If that's the way it works. So by this time,
I don't know that.
I know. By this time, Mahavar and this other guy comes running up, and as they get about right here, you hear the dwarf like, "Ragnar, brother, is that you?" And Mahavar keeps running up and immediately comes over to Elty.
Oh, my baby brother Rolo, how are you doing there?
I'm doing all right. What are you doing here?
I'm killing, dying, same old shit.
That's the way of the dwarves. I love it. Quite a mess you guys made in here. And he
Oh,
kinda
yeah. You
runs
see a
up.
lot of the blood over there? A lot of that's mine.
Aye, you fought well then. That's good. That's really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
So what happened? What's going on? I've been waiting here for Volo. I've been waiting here for the prince. And all this stuff started happening. I just came from Kavar. When you guys see this guy, he's moving his arms around. And where one of his plated gauntlets should be is actually kind of like, almost like a mechanical gauntlet that seems attached to himself. And he's just sitting there and he's kind of waving his arm around, so on and so forth. Mahaver is cradling Elty and he's whispering a few words. He's hovering his hand over her, and you see some of her wounds start to heal a little bit, and but the blood and stuff still remains, and she still remains unconscious.
We need to get her out of here. We need to help her.
I agree. Mahaver kind
Rolo,
of
you...
looks at her and moves her off to the side, and before he runs over to the earth monk. What were you saying, Ragnar?
Rolo knows healing spells. You're a cleric, ain't you, brother?
That's right, I do. Move aside, let the expert through. Mahaver kind of shoves Mahaver just a little bit off to the side, and he starts healing, and he lays hands on her, and she kind of emanates a glow and is fine, but is still passed out. And he does the same thing as he comes over to Elty. Make way, excuse me. Move, brother, you're too fat. And he comes over here and helps Elty, but Elty, while still being rejuvenated, is unconscious, but looks better. She doesn't look as bad for wear.
They ain't gonna turn into zombies, are they?
No.
I'm asking the important people.
Right. No, that's not how this works here. It's not an infection. There's got to be rituals done. That's not what exactly is going on. What are you lot doing here? Are you doing what we're doing?
Well, we came from... We took care of the White Castle. We came from the White Tower. Have you been back to the White Tower?
I've not. I've just come in the harbor before all this stuff. What happened at the White Tower? Brother,
Undead,
you need to tell me what happened.
The Undead destroyed the White Tower. I've only flown over it, but I have not been inside. It seems that all have gone or perished.
That can't be. The White Tower has stood for generations.
The tower stands still, yes, but its inhabitants and doors are broken and gone.
Well, that's where we're heading to next. We're going there to get back our kin, take back our tower. And Mahaver kind of interrupts. He's like, we are here on a mission. You abide by those mission's rules. Everything else comes second. I know that your family may be up there, but other things may take precedence. Rollo doesn't seem
The grander scheme, brother.
Rollo's kind of huffy and puffy about this, but he understands. He's like, well, perhaps on the way then. And he kind of whispers it to you harshly and then winks. So Mahavar says, first, we must deal with bigger winged beasts, Rollo. You know of what I speak. And he kind of, yes. So I got to trade in this hammer. What's that you got there, brother? That's a nice looking sword.
Oh, I don't even remember where I got this here. The person that done gave it to me said it does well on dragons, but I've not had the pleasure of using it on a dragon yet.
Well, I might need that sword. If you'd like to give it to me, I'll give you a trade. But it's completely up to you. You take my hammer, and I'll take your sword.
Well, that's a pretty special sword. It's seen some pretty gruesome action, you better put it to good use. What's so special about that little hammer of yours, there,
Oh,
baby
nothing
brother?
special at all. I mean, it's a basic hammer. And then he takes it and he there's like a nearby carcass of a zombie and he throws it at it and it hits it in the head and the head kind of fleshly like, you know, squishes in and then it comes flying back into his hand. A lot like what you see like off like the Thor movies and shit like that. That's a nice special one right there. I'll tell you what, it's a fair price, a trade for a trade. I'm not giving it to you. I'm gonna want it back now.
Now, likewise about my trusty sword, I'd want that back.
So he holds out his hammer, but he also holds out his hand further.
I will,
Come on now, we ain't got all day.
I hand over the sword.
Alright, and he hands you the hammer. Alright. This'll
Well,
put
all
a
right.
dragon down, won't it?
That's right, it will.
Anyways, enough bartering. We got to get these two into some pleasant chambers.
Won't find that here.
We also have unfortunate news. It seems the queen has passed, and I like kind of indicate the corpse on my back.
You've been carrying around a dead corpse for no reason, child.
Yeah, I don't know
What
why.
kind
I
of
thought it was a demon
Royalty.
thing.
You know, I'll never understand tieflings, and now I just won't do it. I mean, I just don't get it.
That seems incredibly closed-minded.
I'm gonna sit up kind of indignantly. It's just like, when a royal dies, you have to prove there is a body.
She is correct. Mahaver kind of nods.
You have... Still just like very indignant, but I start working at the like lashing.
Well,
the cleric will help you kind of get her off your back, and you spoke to tiefling. I understand that. What's your friend's names, Ragnar? I don't know. You got Angel Boy here, and you got a tiefling with you.
well, there's a tiny feller off hiding. He doesn't do much other than he takes shots. He hits people from a distance.
Right.
That's Vin Ben.
All
This
right.
nice fine lady here is Caruessa.
Nice to meet
And
you,
then-
Caruessa.
And Angel Boy is Bellator.
Bellator, how you doing?
Bellator Lucis, it is wonderful to meet you. And thank you for coming to our aid.
I think you guys came to our aid if the looks of
Pleasure.
things.
I don't like to take too much credit.
Right, but you take credit when credit's due.
Thank you for helping my sister.
Absolutely, it's the least I can do. Mahaver nods. He's like, I don't think we've formally met. I'm Mahaver. I wish we could be meeting under better circumstances. We were sent here by the Ulmist Inquisition. I'm an Ulmist Inquisitor. We bring dark deeds to light. Unfortunately, this one costed us some. What have you figured out so far of the Wind's Eye and Mogral Duel?
I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that I have some rocks. I think he's got a jewel.
He does not have a jewel.
Oh yeah, the other guy did. Oh
Max
no.
Max had a jewel. You have rocks. You have keystones.
I show what I got.
And he like, may I? And he holds out his hands.
Yeah.
These are indeed keystones. There are only 2 here. We need 3 of them. Where is the third? Is it in your possession?
Can I check my pockets?
You can. However, you do not have the third keystone.
I think I have the third keystone. So
Yes, you do.
So I pull it out and I hand it to him.
Yes, yes, this is it. This is the 3 that we need. This is quite, if you don't mind me saying, it might not have been easy for you to obtain these. However, we were sent over here to obtain the keystones. These keystones, do you know what they are?
Those are keystones.
Yes. They're not like Coors Light. They are like Keystone. Keystone beer. Very good.
So shitty.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh.
These keystones, and he kind of like puts them in order, kind of like rolling them around in his hands. These keystones will fuse together into one singular key. That one singular key gives us access to Mogral Dul's lair. I assume you know who Mogral Dul is, since you've come so far.
Nope.
Intimately familiar. If intimately familiar would mean not at all.
Right. Awesome. So why don't you guys give me a history check. Karawessa and Bellator, do so with advantage.
It doesn't matter. I got a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So did I.
Oh, nice. Livy, what'd you get?
17.
17? That still passes. Good. So you guys all know.
17.
So you guys, when he says Mogral Duel, you guys know this from tales, from stories, whether it been your great grandnan or from your friends telling spooky stories at night around campfires, or from the scholarly books of the Celestial Light, or from the depths of the dusty tomes somewhere in the library of your monastery, Libby. That Mogral Duel was once a very powerful wizard, but as most wizards, he was searching out knowledge beyond his means, knowledge beyond the power beyond of what he could actually understand. And to do this, he began making dark pacts, doing dark rituals, and so on and so forth, dealing with devils and demons alike, and dabbling much so in necromancy, until he discovered the ritual to lichdom. And through a very vigorous ritual, he did in fact become a lich. And ever since then, he has haunted the tales of children and bedside manners of people that are bored, or books, kind of coming almost to be like a fairy tale, but at the same time in the ancient texts of lore, a very much so a real individual. But that is the extent of what you guys know about Mogral Duel. But he is familiar to you guys as far as any which mannerism that you wish to say. Whether you heard it through tales or you read about him through books.
What kind of ritual was used to make him a lich?
I am not privy to that information. We do not deal in dark rituals here.
Well, hey, you do magic, right? You can probably tell us what this is. Show him what you wrote down there, guy.
I do know some magic indeed.
I'm gonna open the book to the page where I copied down the necromancy spell, and I'm gonna show it to him.
Okay, so he looks at it. Let me roll with advantage because he deals in dark, dirty shit. Yeah, he got a 24. This here is commonly referred to amongst the undead that are sentient as the stone dance. This allows one to possess another, much like what has happened to our queen here. Exactly what has happened to our queen here. It is very rare, very powerful dark magic. Where did you obtain such a scroll?
Well, my compatriots here were fighting some sort of dark evil in the catacombs underneath the castle, and they came across this. Well,
This was on Anetilu, the one that you were engaging while we were fighting here, yes?
correct.
Of course, the Dark Book Master would have such a thing. I did not realize he was in such powerful company.
Well,
Hey,
now
Where is the actual scroll itself?
the scroll itself has been burned and destroyed,
Indeed.
as was the casing of the scroll, which was apparently trapped.
It is common. The undead, though, when spoken of, are about mindless skeleton warriors and bimbling zombies. This is not the case with some, as you can see. The Gengshi are very, very formidable opponents, though they do have their limitations for intelligence.
What do you suppose this is? I want to hold out the little rubber thing that I found.
Let me see this here. And so he kind of waves his hand over it, and he actually identifies it. And let me go to its stats, if I can see it. Oh, by the way, the stone dance ritual is in the Falungrim text forum area, and the translation of it. Where the fucking shit? After the battle, thank you. Alright, so this is what I have written down. It's a rubber finger cot. It can be placed on your thumb. Once identified, the rubber finger cot will allow its wearer to read entire books in seconds. The user may read an entire book and understand its text, but if the context of the book is foreign to them, they do not automatically understand what it does. Example, if the user does not know fire magic, this does not give them the ability to suddenly learn fire magic, etc. May only be used twice before a long rest. So it is the, it's just a rubber finger cot of Anetilu. So when you put this magical item on, you can read entire books in mere seconds. Very rare item indeed.
Bellator's eyes just light up. That... How does that even come to be? That sounds just absolutely absurd. I've
Well, I
devoted my
don't
life.
need. I don't need nothing like this. How much you give me for it, good sir?
Keep you from dying again, and again, and again.
I would suggest.
I don't know.
I would suggest that these things be studied by the Inquisition. Anything from these dark deeds
Well,
be
how much?
apprehended and.
What do you give me for it?
How does 5,000 gold sound?
Woo!
And our thanks.
Hey, 5,000 gold sounds good to me, my friend.
Deal.
I have 15,000 gold now.
Jesus, you greedy son of a bitch. Alright, so he kind of pulls out his purse, and he takes a few coins out, and then he puts them in another purse, and then he hands it to you, and he holds out his hand.
And I place it into his.
Okay, cool. And then he takes that and he puts it into another pouch, and then seals it tight and puts it back on his belt. We appreciate it. We will study it and see what kind of darkness it may or may not hold.
Well, I have such plans. I want to make armor for onions.
Perfect. Alright, so do you think we should go back up to the quarters there and get these two dragged up there?
I'll take one if you take the other, brother.
And then I scoop up Elty.
Okay, cool. He comes over to pick up the big one, the Earth Monk. I'm gonna need a bit of help here. All right.
I got you, baby brother. You can't. I'm here to help you.
Quit calling me baby brother. I'm as big as you are.
You're a little bigger than I am, actually,
Well,
but I'm still older.
at least you'll
I'm
admit it.
firstborn of the firstborn. You're
Oh, you
only
don't have to
secondborn.
remind me again. Fine.
Hey,
I'm the firstborn of
and
the firstborn of the firstborn. Let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna like jab him in his side with my thumb. Not
Don't you
hard.
jab me, I'll jab you. So you guys banter back and forth about this while you're carrying the earth golem. Mahaver kind of falls behind, helps. And you guys go up to the royal quarters. Do I have it here? I should, yes. As I hold the fucking phone. Alright, so you guys go up to the royal quarters. Let's get you guys all out here. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted. No, I want to... Oh, my bad. Combat tracker. Mahaver, Caressa, Ragnar, Rolo, Vinbin, Bellator. Where's Elty? Elty and Grella. So you guys kind of carry them up here. Ragnar. Bellator, you're just kind of falling behind. Are you trying to help anybody or do anything?
I'll help where it's needed.
Okay. These two are kind of bickering back and forth, so you're just like walking alongside them. And because it's a pretty big monk. She's really big, and she's still in her earth form. So every time they tilt a little bit when they're going up, because they're so low to the ground, you kind of lift up the arm so her elbow doesn't smack on shit sometimes. And you guys come up here, and Mahaver comes up to the doors, and he bangs on them a couple of times. A few seconds go by, and the doors open, and you guys all move in. When you guys go in, you see Mahaver walk up to a couple of cats, tabaxis. And let's see here. Here's a big one. I know that's a fucking Goliath, but there's the big one and then there's a smaller one. And after you guys pass through, they close the doors and lock them. This one does while Mahaver talks to this guy. And he Rolo kind of points to kind of come over here to the bed for the big one. So you guys will set her down in here. And then he tells you, Karawasa, to put him to follow the big cat down here to put Elty in this bed. Alright. So we'll do you guys first. Vinbin's just going to be kind of off to the side. Alright, let's set her down here. And you guys kind of push her in the bed. Get her in the bed. Say, alright. We should be safe here for a while. Let's join the others and go have a seat. You guys want anything to drink or eat? There's plenty here. I'm going to go fancy myself a plate right now.
I'll go off with you, Rolo. I had another question, actually, if I may.
Sure, go ahead and ask me. I'm going to eat. Ask me anything.
I'm going to... all right. That's a very clever dwarf pun.
What would you like to know?
Do you have an extra shield by chance? I seem to have broken mine. I know it's pretty embarrassing.
I don't have an extra shield on me, but I can give you mine right here if you like. Where I'm going, I'm gonna make a few stops before then, and I'm gonna pick me up a shield. But we really need to get back to the White Tower eventually.
Yeah, I know. We gotta do that here sometime.
So he hands you his shield. He's like, take good care of her, It's been in our family for ages. And he hands you
I will.
this shield, and you recognize it instantly. It has your forefathers, your great elder fathers and stuff like that. It has kind of their depiction of their faces on the shield in like a battle roar, and they're engraved nicely on this large plate shield. All right. I expect that to come back in a mint condition too. If you get any dings or dents,
it will.
dings or dents, all right. Only dwarven hands touch this to repair it, you know.
I know it.
All right. And then he like starts shoveling food into his face. Anything you'd like to know there, Angel Boy? Excuse me, Bellator.
I do appreciate your use of my name, and no, I think I'm alright. I'm just going to enjoy some food and drink and some
Absolutely.
well-deserved rest.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys. So the big cat comes down here and points you in this direction, Carawessa, and you lay Elty down for a moment. And the cat just kind of crosses his arms and sits there and kind of stares at Elty. And her eyes flutter for just a little bit. And she's like, Carawessa, you made it.
So did you, it seems. And like I kind of grip her hand, and then I'm just gonna like kind of drop. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing, Elty. I don't know what I'm doing.
She kind of smiles a little bit. She's like, barely made it. If it weren't for you guys, I'd imagine. I'm just glad Anetilu is dead. We need to clear the rest of the city. It doesn't kill all of the minions here. You know what you're doing enough to get here. I'll get well. Give me some rest. We'll revisit some training, sister. And she kind of passes out from there. Not really passes out, not like, ooh, but she kind of like fades back into a sleep.
Roblox death sound.
Yeah. And the big cat just kind of sits there and looks at you.
It's like I get up, I nod to him. It's like, please let me know if anything changes in her status. And I'm gonna go off to join the others. I'm kind of like aggressively wiping tears from my eyes.
Okay, cool, yeah. He his arms are still crossed and he just nods gently back at you and then looks at Elty. And so you go to pass these guys. Hello. So we meet again. I know we briefly met when we were at the White Tower. I don't know if you remember my face.
I'm very sorry that seems so long ago. Please forgive me. And like I reach out my hand to introduce myself, missing thumb and all.
He looks down and he goes to shake your hand. He's like, we both share something in common already. And he looks back up at you and he smiles.
Apparently,
we both
very
do not have
new.
thumbs.
Missing.
Yes. This is quite alright. And he kind of shakes your hand a little bit. He's like, this we need to take care of. I will see if I cannot whip something up in my my little chemistry area. My name is Volo. That is my nickname. However, I am Prince Yazid Abadi Abdallah. I am the Prince of the Burning Bay.
I'm very, very sorry about your recent loss.
I will take it in stride. I do
The
not
queen, I'm
believe it's hit
assuming,
me
was
yet.
mother?
Yes, she was my mother. She was beautiful, powerful, and fair. Queen Amina Aziza Abdallah. She was very kind to me. That is my cousin, Musharraf Ayad Fayez. You know him maybe by his name. Like I said, we met briefly with your other companions that I don't seem to see around anymore. He goes by Rakasha. He likes it. It sounds much like Rakshasa, but not so much.
And it's like again, yes, it's we've lost a few companions on the way.
It would seem. Let me not keep you. There is plenty of food and drink at the table. I will not keep you. You all must rest, and we will see what we can do about your towns.
Thank you for your hospitality, and thank you for, and just kind of like lifts her hands up and just kind of gestures awkwardly.
Of
Once again, I
course.
appreciate it.
Of course. Of course. Uh, so he kind of bows and then walks down towards Elty. Um, Mahaver kind of also nods at you. He says, "Go, join the others. Get some food. Get some rest. We have much to do still. But do not worry about that now. Get some rest." Alright, so you guys are all back together again. Finpin's kind of hanging out at the edge of the table here. You guys are eating and drinking.
Can I ask Mahavar about my smelly situation?
Yes. Yes, you can. Do you guys want to do a little bit of role play right now while you guys are all at the table?
I'm cool with it.
Sure, just like again, nodding to Bellator. It's like, thank you for all your help. We appreciate it. And like nods at Ragnar. It's like, I'm glad we made it through.
It's my duty, my dear. I was sent by my goddess to assist you in anything that leads you to victory. Just remember where I come from and remember that if you need help, Nike guides.
And so then Mahaver kind of comes up and he sits down at the table and he grabs a bit of a drink and he sits back and it looks like he's gently contemplating to himself behind his glass. Not really staring at anybody, just kind of staring off the back of the statue to your guys' west. Just kind of sitting there. So Ragnar, you can go ahead and ask him your question if you like, while everybody's eating.
Mr. Magic Mahavar, man, good sir. I had a question if you had any thoughts.
Perhaps I will have an answer for you. Ask away.
I am Stinky.
Indeed.
It seems to be a curse. I have tried, I have bathed, I have washed. Can you help me?
Perhaps I can. The stench of death really is a distinct smell, is it not? You smell it now, and it is much so similar to the smell you bear on you. I believe you are cursed with the stench of death. Why, I do not know. But I will consult others to see if this perhaps can be broken. You smell like this all the time, then, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, I would definitely say it's a curse. I will see what I can do, as it might come in handy for you to not smell so abhorrently if we need to remain hidden,
I agree.
or even if we're being tracked. Have you tried all sorts of perfumes and none have worked?
Yeah.
Yes. We will do a little bit more research on this, I suppose, and I will get with others to see if this is something that can be undone. He's always smelled like shit. He's always smelled like that since I can remember him. And he's like, Rolo takes a bite of food and kind of looks over at you and smirks.
Well, yeah, you've always pissed the bed too, so.
That was when I was a wee dwarf. I don't do that anymore. And
You were a very wee dwarf with your wee all over the place.
and he kind of adjusts his belt.
Bet you're missing my cooking, ain't you, brother?
Oh, Lord, yes. good. I can't. I mean, this is good food. Don't get me wrong, but ain't nothing like Ragnar's stinky fucking food. It's the best.
I do make a good wartime gruel.
Right, you should check out that little garden he's got down there to the south. There's also washrooms down there. You guys are gonna need them. Not that it'll do you any good, Ragnar, but it'll make you feel better.
Oh, Rolo, I need to introduce you to somebody.
Right.
I'm gonna now beware. Nobody don't freak out. And I let out Onion right next to me for some food.
Okay, is she still in the? She should be, right?
Yeah.
Where'd she go? Did I get what? I got rid of Onion out of here? That's weird. Alright, yeah, so Onion comes out and she's all excited to see you.
This is Onion, Rolo. She is my good friend. She helped, and I should hope to ride her someday.
You're carrying around a fucking owlbear. Those things are absolutely dangerous. But she seems tame enough. And if anybody could
I've
tame
had
them,
her since she was
it would
hatched.
be a dwarf. That's right. We're a proud people, we are. And I guarantee that owlbear picks up on your bloodline. You're a proud man.
And I bet she picks up on yours too, huh? And
absolutely. He goes over to pet her.
Yeah.
And he pets her a little bit. She doesn't react or anything. She just kind of looks over at you to see if this is okay.
And I nod and I pat her on the back and I give her some food.
Awesome. She eats it and snuggles up. Well, I suppose I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get some rest. I suggest you guys do it too. Go take a bath though. Crime. And he kind of goes off and he sits in this chair and kind of leans back. Mahavir says the same thing. I too am going to get some rest. The bathhouse is to the south, though you'll have to get some water and take it from the center room into the bathhouse. It will be cold, but refreshing. And he kind of walks away.
I'll be the first to take a bath, I guess.
Okay, cool. So this is actually where we're going to end it. Mahavir's going to get some sleep. Prince Yazid's going to get some sleep. You guys are safe. Yeah, so we'll put you down here. Onion will kind of follow you. And awesome, guys. This is where we will leave off. Unless you guys wanted, unless there's Carawessa or Bellator, if you guys want to do a little bit of role playing, if you guys had anything you want to ask really quick while it's in your mind, or if you want to save it for next time.
How many undead are still in the city?
Moffer, still being up here, there is no way to tell how many are still in the city, though they are rampant throughout the streets. We will need to clear them. We would like to clear the Burning Bay first. So I suggest that we start coming up with plans.
Clear them we will.
Indeed. I will talk to the prince and his cousin and see what we can't access as far as what the palace holds. We must be looking for survivors. Not everyone is dead down there.
Very well.
Get some rest.
So that was basically... Alright.
Awesome. So he's going to come down here and get some rest. Matt, you said you were coming down here, and that's where we'll kind of end it right there before you guys go ahead and crash out.
Super duper.
Fucking A, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys liking, honestly, how are you guys liking the